Are you completely broke and or tired of waiting for Diablo 4? If so, Torchlight 2 is currently about $1.50 on those sketchy third-party keyseller sites. But if you'd rather not support such tomfoolery, I suppose you could give the free-to-play yet drenched in microtransactions Torchlight Infinite a try, as it hits 1.0 today, or last year, I don't know when you're watching this. Infinite is the fourth entry in a once cherished dungeon-crawling loot-heavy action RPG series that just hasn't been the same since its original developer, Runic Games, got gobbled up by Chinese publisher Perfect World. Now under new management, again, Torchlight gets the dreaded, quote, games as a service mobile treatment in Infinite, which sounded to me like a de facto death sentence until I learned two things. First, you can play the same Torchlight Infinite save file on your PC as you can your phone, which is both convenient and a great way to burn through 10 gigs on two devices. And second, Infinite comes equipped with a fully voice-acted 10-hour-long campaign, which is better than most, if not all, of the $20 to $30 indie games I review. Couple all this with the fact that I'm fresh off a glorious, if mentally grueling, review experience for the complex and methodical Age of Wonders 4, and I am in the mood for something mindless. Enter Torchlight Infinite, Diablo on training wheels. This game features one of the easiest combat experiences I can remember, as you can simply hold down attack and your hero will do the rest for you. And unless you're into intentionally sabotaging your life, your TI hero will maintain significantly more health and damage than will your enemies for the vast majority of your playthrough. So you can sit back and bask in the sleepy satisfaction that is mowing down trash mob after trash mob with ease. Occasionally, however, an insta-kill boss will come along and spike you into oblivion whenever you, busy watching whatever it is on your second monitor, forget to dodge its well-telegraphed attack. Lucky for lazy you, you'll simply respawn outside the ring and said boss's health won't regenerate, making this game's approach to boss fights the antithesis of Dark Souls. At least that is until in-game, which most players should reach at around the 12-hour mark, circle level 50. Suddenly gone are the infinite boss respawns, replaced instead with a set number of attempts and a modest XP penalty for each failure. Boss mechanics ramp up in difficulty and complexity too, and require a level of patience, precision, and build optimization that the campaign did not. Add in a robust crafting system, buff bestowing pack spirits, and a dizzying number of ways to min-max your DPS, health, mana, energy, evasion, etc., and baby, you've got a stew going. But are Infinite's highs, that is to say, a wealth of environments and enemy types, a long list of occasionally challenging bosses, a surprisingly varied and enjoyable score, and a simply unbeatable price tag, worth suffering through its lows?
I was just kidding when I told you to get a new crow.
A convoluted user interface, an incomprehensible and still unfinished plot, weak characters, and pushy if ultimately avoidable monetization practices.
That's for the fan to decide. Yay!
Really, this game, despite its purported 3 million downloads, feels pretty empty and somehow still doesn't support multiplayer, and at this point who knows if it ever will. That big bummer aside, I think Torchlight Infinite does enough well and enough okay to make it worth the free download for fans of the genre. As for 1.0, the Cube of Rapacity release adds 2 new heroes and a handful of skills, rethinks legendary gear, and invents new ways to trick you into spending your money. But because I managed to pump 20 hours into Torchlight Infinite without spending a dime, I'm giving it the smallest of thumbs up and a decidedly average aggregate megascore of 3.07 out of 5.
I shall purify your taint.